Have you ever stopped to think about the metal box standing on the street corner? We walk up to it, feed it a piece of plastic, punch in a secret code, and moments later, it spits out cash. It feels like magic, or at least a modern convenience we take completely for granted. Most of us assume it's just a simple safe with a computer on top, but the reality, it is a fortress of engineering that performs a high-speed, encrypted digital dance with a bank vault thousands of miles away, all in under 10 seconds. And believe it or not, the grandfather of this machine didn't use a plastic card or a microchip. It used paper checks laced with radioactive material. Welcome to Simple Things Surprising Histories. Today, we are cracking open the metal shell to discover how does an ATM actually work. To understand how the machine works today, we have to look at why it was invented. In the 1960s, if you needed cash on a Saturday, you were out of luck. Banks were closed. The legend goes that a man named John Shepherd-Barron was locked out of his bank one weekend and missed withdrawing money. Later, while relaxing in his bathtub, he saw a vending machine dispensing chocolate bars. He thought, if a vending machine can dispense chocolate, why can't it dispense cash? In 1967, Barclays Bank in London installed the world's first automated teller machine. But here's the surprising part. Plastic cards with magnetic stripes didn't exist yet. Instead, Shepherd-Barron's machine used special paper checks. To make sure the machine recognized them, these checks were impregnated with carbon-14, a mildly radioactive isotope. The machine would detect the radioactive signature to verify the check. Don't worry, the radiation was so low it was harmless, but it was certainly a sci-fi way to start. This era also gave us the 4-digit PIN. Shepherd-Barron originally wanted a 6-digit code, derived from his army number. But when he tested it on his wife, Caroline, she told him she could only remember 4 digits. So thanks to Caroline Shepherd-Barron, 4 digits became the world standard we still use today. So we moved from radioactive paper to plastic cards, but what is physically happening inside the box when you ask for money? An ATM is essentially two things mashed together: a super secure safe and a highly specialized computer. Let's look at the bottom half first, the vault. Inside the safe, money isn't just thrown in a pile. It's stacked neatly in metal boxes called cassettes. Each cassette is designed for a specific bill denomination, 20s, 50s, or 100s. When you request cash, a high-friction rubber roller, often called a picker, peels one bill off the stack. But here's the engineering challenge. What if 2 sticky bills get pulled at once? If the machine gives you 2 bills instead of 1, the bank loses money. To stop this, the bill passes through a thickness sensor. This sensor measures the paper to the micrometer. If the bill is too thick, the machine knows it grabbed 2 by mistake. It diverts that money into a separate reject bin inside the machine and tries again. This is why you sometimes hear that whirring, clicking sound for a few seconds before the cash appears. It's the machine physically counting and checking the thickness of every single note. Once the bills are verified, they travel up a system of conveyor belts to the dispenser slot, waiting for you to grab them. But the physical cash is only half the story. The real magic is the digital handshake happening behind the screen. When you insert your card, the ATM reads the EMV chip or the magnetic stripe. This data contains your account number, but not your PIN. When you type your PIN, it is immediately encrypted. This means it's scrambled into a complex code right there on the keypad. The ATM never actually knows your PIN, it only knows the scrambled code. This encrypted message shoots out through a telephone line or internet connection to a host processor. This processor is like a massive traffic cop. It looks at the card data and figures out which bank network you belong to, Visa, MasterCard, or a local bank network. It routes your request directly to your bank's main computer. In milliseconds, your bank's main computer checks 2 things. Does the PIN match the account? And do you actually have the money? If the answer is yes, the bank sends a unique digital approval code back to the processor. which sends it to the ATM computer. Only then does the ATM computer send the signal to the motors in the vault to start peeling off those bills. This entire round-trip journey from the street corner to the bank's server and back happens in just a few seconds. From radioactive checks in 1960s London to the high-speed encrypted data networks of today, the ATM is a marvel of trust. We trust a machine to count our money, and the bank trusts a machine to identify us. So, the next time you hear that whirring sound of cash being counted, remember, you aren't just waiting for money, you're listening to a thickness sensor measuring micrometers of paper and a digital conversation traveling thousands of miles, all because a man in a bathtub once wanted a chocolate bar. That's it for this episode of Simple Things Surprising Histories. If you enjoyed peeling back the layers of the ATM, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the everyday objects around us. Let us know in the comments, what simple thing should we explain next? See you in the next history.